see you clean the garage.
Yeah, right.
Think it'll start?
Probably not.
We can push it. It's a manual transmission. VMP blower, fire in the hole. Nice. It's quiet. It's a VMP Supercharged car. I helped install the supercharger. It is a stock block car, stock pistons, stock cams. Alright, so we'll just do a quick walk around of the car. It has 20-inch wheels, aftermarket. They're 295 35 ZR20 niches. Has an aftermarket fuel tank door. That's very important. Double intake hood. There's a convertible, obviously. This ruby red color, I don't know what they call it, factory color, not sure. GT. I decided to do a bolt-on supercharger. Could have gone with twin turbos, but ultimately decided the belt-driven blower was the way to go. He wanted that instantaneous boost. And the car makes about 750 or so at the crank. All right, looks like it's due for an oil change, and the driver's door apparently turned into a jar. Seatbelt, safety first. So this has an aftermarket Raxiom stereo. So I've been wanting to do a video since it was tuned, and that video went up on the channel back in March. I might not have been in the car since. Wow, that was some serious wheel spin. That's one way to warm it up.
It was already warmed up.
Just sitting there idling doesn't warm it up.
It warmed it.
Wasn't expecting that. Take the long way home. So we figure this is definitely a 10-second car if you're willing to track it, abuse it. Figuring the weight and the power level should be about somewhere probably 1070, 1080, 130 mile an hour, somewhere around there, which is pretty damn stout for a daily driven, you know, street car with all the creature comforts. It's still full weight, full power, all the electronics. Matter of fact, you added weight amplifiers, subwoofers in the trunk.
That's for better traction.
Yeah, better traction, right. That's the justification for that.
Took out the spare tire and all that.
Oh yeah. Get the tack. Yeehaw. Like it'll loaf along right here. We're at 1400. It's in fifth, doing like 40. It'll loaf along like this happily all day long. That's just a roll on in third. Granny shift. There's a curve coming up. You do not want to be on the throttle around a curve in this car. That would be bad. So there's sixth. 55 miles an hour, sixth gear, 1400 RPM. I'll tell you, Ford really knocked it out of the park with this Coyote. They built basically a modernized version of the classic Ford small block. You know, Chevy does not have a stranglehold on the small block market. Yeah, the LSs are super popular. Yeah, you can get a lot of power out of them, but these Coyotes are no joke. They're a lot revier than an LS series motor because they are pushrod engines. They're only 16 valvers. This is a 32. 4 cams. Yep, quad cam. with variable valve timing on all of them. All computer controlled, how it slews the cams around. You can even make them lope electronically, ghost cam. Okay.
This car's awesome in a tunnel.
Now, if anybody wants to talk about my granny shifting, well, there's a couple reasons for that. One, it's not my car, and I ain't breaking it on my watch. No, thank you. So if you want a stock MT82 to last under 750 horsepower and 600 plus pounds of torque, you better granny shift it, because if you flat shift one of these cars at the rev limiter, you're asking for a disaster. You really are. Everybody knows the MT82 is probably the weak spot of the car. It is a Chinese-made transmission. There are good ones and there are bad ones. This one's still hanging in there, knock on shift ball. It's got a short shifter, shortest throws I've ever seen. Take a look. I mean, you move the thing like 2 inches for the next gear. It's nuts. I mean, yeah, if the tranny had to get rebuilt, it would get rebuilt probably with billet internals, and that would be that. You know, you never have to deal with it again. But as it stands now, you know, don't believe in fixing what ain't broke if it doesn't have to be. Put more money into it. And there's nothing wrong with the MT82 if you don't abuse the shit out of it. Oh, I'll have to edit that. This thing shifts like butter, and I am not kidding, it shifts like butter. Now, I know a lot of people will tell you, yeah, an automatic transmission's more consistent at the track, but this wasn't built to be a quarter-mile warrior. It's built to be a real fun street car, and that's exactly what it is. All the creature comforts, full weight, looks good, at least in our opinion. Haven't heard too many people say it's ugly. Convertible top's down today. Beautiful thing. October day in the 70s, can't beat it.
Well, third in nationals in its class in 2018.
That's right, you did take it to a show, forgot about that. So yeah, but you can't really compare the automatics to the 6-speeds as far as fun to drive factor. 6-speed manual, if you know how to drive a stick shift, can't beat it, man. They're the best. Yeah, you occasionally have a clutch replacement, but automatics as a whole are a lot more hassle. A lot more goes wrong with them. You'll hear automatic transmission failures all the time.
Oh, the newer 10-speed.
I'm hearing mixed reports about that 10-speed. Some not so good. $750 horse. Yeah, you really can't use, like, I had the feather second. I didn't even try going for third. There was traffic, but it just pulls right through that gear in like 2 seconds or less. Basically as fast as you can get your hand on the shifter and get third, you're there. My old Fox body, you could throw 30 grand at it and not get it to this level. It's just too old chassis technology. I mean, a Fox with this kind of power,
Yeah, 30 grand. Throw a new Coyote in there, some suspension work.
probably be more than 30. Wouldn't be worth it. It's the wrong car to start with anyway. You don't start with a real rare bear like a McLaren and do that. You just get yourself like a decent old notch if you were going to do it. You know, like a 90 notch.
7-up.
Sideways. You catch up to other traffic really quick. Kind of like a sport bike. Except in this case, hopefully they see you coming. Oh, I didn't see that big red thing coming up on me at 140. Well, that was cool. All right. I hope you all enjoy that. Thanks for watching and liking and subscribing, and don't forget to mash that notifications button. Yeah.